Hell no. Match with it needs 13 players.
A walker has reached the halfway mark.
Why? Yeah.
Deploying, covering fire!
Unidentified elite
Good what?
Push forward. Annihilate anything in our way.
They won't be intimidated.
Capture squad, take position in the mine hangar control zone.
Grenade out! Throwing grenade! Now we're ready. Time for grenade! Resetting blaster!
Top resistance agent spotted. Be warned.
Top resistance agent on site. Priority target.
Enemy reinforcements! One of their top people, I think.
Hangar occupation in progress. Grenade out! It's not not over yet. Capture squad, secure the hangar. Squad taking position.
Grenade out!
Unidentified enemy leader landing.
I got this.
The mine distance. Now's the time to quash them completely. Close in. Keep the resistance from sealing the blast doors by destroying the power consoles.
A special operative is deployed.
That's all they said.
Grenade out!
Unidentified resistance commander on site.
That mechanism's blasted beyond repair.
New ally on site. The resistance should be afraid.
There is no motion carried.
Full dark.
Heads down!
Blast door about to seal.
Oh, damn. Luke.
Grenade in play!
One generator remains.
Oh, they
I
closed
fear the
fucking
Supreme
door.
Leader has little patience for failure. The First Order will win this war, though we may not live to see it.
And I don't know how they did the space battle shit to where it's frantic, you know, and action packed, but it's not overwhelming. But they did it pretty good. Like some of the ships, you can get in first person and like the X-wing tried to do first person in Yoda's ship. You couldn't even see nothing, but like, what the hell? I gotta have the Force. It takes too long. Oh hell no. Done. This whole video about to get copyright. get my ball on. My overall 65, dude.
.2K Sports about to tip off the pivotal Game 3 in these conference semifinals. Alongside Shaq and Kenny, Ernie John. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Houston Rockets at
52.8 points.
Looking at Houston, staggered after a resounding Game 2 loss, they'll try to regain their confidence and reclaim some momentum here in this vital Game 3. And this team already in a 2-game hole, a position they were
Oh, God.
The Western Conference semifinals.
Big Game 3 of the Western Conference semifinals getting going right now. Thanks for tuning in. 2K Sports presents the NBA. With Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. And joining us tonight, a man who once said he will never write another traditional sports column. Please don't say that. So, Bill Simmons, don't say that.
Well, now you just have to tweet. You need 280 characters, and you can pretend you're a writer.
What do you think of social media?
I actually think for basketball, it's been a huge advantage.
And the Lakers making a change here. Fields checked in. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Hart is out there with Fresh, and it's McGee in at the center position. Bill, we know in your writing that you love to incorporate pop culture references. How did that begin with you?
Well, it began because in college, I was dropping them in columns, and people were responding. I think pop culture probably mattered more when I was in college in the 80s and 90s because, you know, we didn't have the internet back then. It was harder to connect with people you didn't know. Basically, you had sports and pop culture and politics. Those were the three ways. If I'm getting to know you, what are the three things we're going to talk about? I didn't want to talk about politics with anybody, so the other two things for me were sports, pop culture. I was also an only child in the 70s with only 5 or 6 TV channels watching Brady Bunch, Partridge Family, Sanford and Son, Jefferson's, Good Times, all that stuff. And, you know, that stuff just soaks into your DNA, and that's it.
That's tipped. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's foul number 2 for him. For the Rockets, Ennis, he's checked in for Anthony. Rivers comes in for James Harden. And Knight subbed in for Paul. And the Lakers also making a change. Robertson, he's checked in. On defense, the Lakers. 11-point game. Great open look there.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Fields against Knight. Robertson kicks to Fields. No good from outside. Bill, your long-lost cousin Ben Simmons headlined a tremendous rookie class in 2017. And in fact, people might think it's the best rookie season ever in the history of the league.
A lot of good players. Simmons, Mitchell, Tatum. Do we count Simmons in that class, though? I guess
since he won the Rookie of the Year, let's put him in there.
All right, we'll put him in there.
Technically.
I think if you come out of a year of rookies and you get one guy who has a chance to be a franchise guy, that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
We had 3. If you're doing 3 a year for 10 years, you have the most ridiculous league of all time. I think the talent ebbs and flows, and we've had stretches. Like, I think last decade, in the 2000s, especially like from about 03 to 07, 08, like we were just short all-stars. We were just short a few guys, and you saw teams like the Nets with Jason Kidd made the finals 2 years in a row, and you saw the Ben Wallace Pistons team actually win the title.
With no superstars.
Right. And you saw, you know, in 06, the Pistons.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone.
Whoa.
Pass to Hart. The tray. Fields can't get it to go. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. Paul and Harden are the incredible backcourt duo. Melo and Tucker are the forwards. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, Fresh in the last game against the Rockets had a huge night. He had 52 points and did his thing on the defensive end with a number of steals. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers tonight.
I mean, well, it should have taken all the energy out of him. It should have taken something out of him, Greg. I mean, he pushed the envelope in every way that night. He was unreal.
Bill, you've watched the NBA evolve. Talk about some of the biggest changes over the last decade you've seen.
The three-point line and the threes or foul shots philosophy, I think, is the biggest thing. Just the pace of the game has really improved, and in to a really pleasing way for fans. Like just what Steve. Nash was.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Things were looking bleak for him, obviously, coming into this game, but with tonight's win, Greg, they are right back in it.
All-time event.
That's a good question.
My position, or
I had to go with Gary Payton.
Michael Jordan.
2K Sports pregame show.
Here we are, NBA fans. Playoff game 4 of the second round with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to 2K Sports. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Houston Rockets at Toyota Center. Taking a look at the Rockets, they won Game 3 going away and are looking to make another statement tonight. Definitely a bounce in their step. Crucial point in this series. They're a game down, 2-1. Kenny, what do you expect to see here tonight?
Hold on 1 second. 1, 2. You know what I'm doing?
No.
Putting my earplugs in because this crowd is going to be.
Game 4 of the Western Conference semifinals. The Houston Rockets have a battle ahead. Can they even the series at 2 games apiece? They know they can win, and now must rise to the occasion with millions of fans looking on as they square off against the Los Angeles Lakers. Round 2 of the...
We've got a full house of rabid Rocket fans packed in the arena here in Houston, Texas. Game 4 of the Western Conference semifinals set to go. Welcome, fans, to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. Taking a look at Houston. Stretching out a home win tonight will be absolute. He's checked in for Capella. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Fields checked in. Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Hart is out there with Fresh, and it's McGee in at the 5, down low. Harden the pass to Paul. Some solid defense here from Fields.
Boy, the defense was great. Superb, stellar, platinum level. Can't really contest that shot any better than that.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kill, showing no mercy in transition their part.
Paul is doubled. Harden has a wide open look. The Rockets again can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 3. And Fields kicks to McGee. Lakers working the ball around now. Anthony against LeBron. Pass to Fields. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Houston. They're coming off a great victory on Wednesday.
And this is why scouting is so important. You've got to be able to identify those role players who can complement what your team does.
And you know what, Greg? Every team has guys that play different roles. As a matter of fact, most players in the league are role players. It's a matter of understanding your role and doing it well, because role players are just as important as the stars.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
For the Rockets, Ennis, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Gerald Green comes in for Anthony, and it's Rivers in for James Harden. The Lakers also changing it up. Chandler comes in for JaVale McGee, and it's Ingram in for Josh Hart.
Fruitful possession, just doing what they can to extend the lead.
Yeah, that's tremendous efficiency there. I mean, you like seeing them put together these types of plays.
Here's Paul, and it's blocked. On the wing King James, headed by Green. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. You take a look at Fields, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Nene.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
Brandon Knight, he's checked in for Houston. The Lakers also with a sub. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma.
And really no better leader in the NBA than LeBron. The closest thing to a player coach we've had in a long time.
Knight kicks to Green. That one's off, still out of sync. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh, wow. Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And I tell you what, Greg, they've worked hard for this lead. Their play calling has been superb, and the execution even better.
Back to Nene. Knocked loose, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. The Rockets shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Lets it go from 14. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. James has got 15 points. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Rivers kicks to Knight. LeBron grabs the miss.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Rivers gets a wide open look. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Los Angeles leading by 19. And Fields kicks to James. The pass to Robertson. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the first.
Oh, wow.
Stolen by Rivers. And Fresh picks up the foul. That's his first foul. He's got a whole new 5 on the floor. Los Angeles shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Huh?
And I got to play the arcade mode.
Oh, yeah? Is it cool?
Yeah, it's cool. Just choppy.
Oh, you probably have to fix the...
Yeah, I can't yet until it's fully installed.
Yeah. Yeah, I got mine tweaked to where I'm getting some good frames, but... That V-Sync.
The free throw off from McGee. Rockets trail by 20. The engine of this team, Paul and Harden in the backcourt. Melo and Tucker are the forwards. And it's Capella in at the center position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And Hart has it in the corner. And Paul with a clear path to the hoop. That one good for 2. Paul's got his second bucket tonight.
And some much-needed offense right there. He ends that fantastic run by the Lakers.
Fields against Paul. Down low, McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check. Another log on the fire.
Well, they're scorching right now. I mean, the defense has to be concerned. Nothing they're doing is stopping this run.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Up top, Fields, defended by Paul. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist from Fields. Kuzma's got his first points of the night. Houston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's Harden.
Oh, God.
And Harden with the stuff.
You know, Harden has that quick first step. Once he sees a lane to the rim, he's going to take it.
Fields against Paul. Fields the pass to Kuzma. Banked in off the glass.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And Paul gets it to go in.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Out left to the wing. Passes it to Fields. To the paint. Here's Kuzma. Count it. Kuzma's got 6.
Yeah, those shots are taken totally in rhythm, high percentage quality shots, and really getting whatever he wants.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Fields against Paul, and Fields kicks to McGee. Pass to Kuzma. He dishes it to Fields. Just 5 to shoot. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game so far.
Boy, really solid passer at his position. Kuzma is all about doing what's best for the team.
Harden outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Rockets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And he knocks down the first one.
And you know, the Beard continues to impress, continues to get better, and MVP candidate seemingly every season. Now, I've got a question, though. How does he maintain the look of that beard?
Shut up, man.
Harden hits him.
How does he maintain
the
look
line
at
a
that
lot in this quarter, guys, and
beard?
it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Man.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Inside, McGee.
Nice.
And it's McGee with the jam.
Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Harden. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 12 points for James Harden.
So fun watching Harden operate inside near the rim. I mean, his confidence level is high, and he does a really good job getting ideal position. No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Capella against Fields. Stolen by Tucker. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Anthony leading the charge. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be Lance Stevenson.
You know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with an 8.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, you were a key facilitator for your team in the first half. How rewarding is it for you when the offense is that smooth?
Yeah, you know, it's great. I mean, there's nothing better than bringing out the best in your teammates. Tonight they've been moving really well. You know, guys just setting screens, and they made it easy for me to get them good looks.
You knew what to do when you got those looks in the first half. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back. Welcome back to Game 4 as we get back into the action. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And, you know, when the game is as important as this one, you expect to get a big performance from him. In that first half, he delivered.
And, Greg, here in the second, the stakes are...
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Free throw good, LeBron. Now Knight. He's got 6. From 17 feet out, and it's in there. Knight's got his 3rd basket of the night.
That shot was made possible by the work of Nene setting the screen.
Fields the pass to James. Kicks to Fields. Overnight. Fields can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Knight in the corner. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And Gerald Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Houston making a switch here. Paul's checked in. Ingram against Green, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top 3-point shooters in the playoffs. You take a look at Fields, he's absolutely deadly from outside. Rockets trail by 18. Right at the free throw line, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
You know, even though he's been on, they still are behind. I mean, there's only so much he can do.
Pass to James. Got it. Good job in the low post. LeBron's got 12 points now in the quarter.
He is in the zone. There's a reason he keeps getting the ball. They're feeding him because they trust him to lead their team.
Paul against Fields. Knocked away. Fields with the steal. Chandler outside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Chandler's got his first 2 points of the night.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
Lakers leading by 20. Fields the pass to LeBron. And he uses the glass on the layup. James has got 34 points.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
For Houston, they have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10. And he makes the first.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Anthony's checked in for James Ennis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Lance Stevenson comes in for Robertson. And so Paul nails both of them.
And Chris Paul, very much one of the best and most talented point guards in the league. A really poised floor leader who always is talking and is really an excellent leader, too.
James in the post, defended by Paul. Fields can't get it to go. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Houston. And he gets it to go. 8 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Second shot opportunity, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Rockets trailed by 20. Rivers surveying the D. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And Nene slams it in.
CP3 is so good orchestrating out of that set. I mean, he is really one of the gurus of the pick and roll.
Fields the pass to Kuzma. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Drilled it right as the clock hit all zeros.
Wow, what what a clutch shot. He's got nerves of steel.
Woo! Gotta have big-time nerves to hit a shot like that at the buzzer.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And don't go away. We'll And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm.
Weird. coffee.
Assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
I got to try to bring up my team score.
And thanks for joining us again as we get set to continue our broadcast of the Western Conference semifinals. They've got Chris Paul. Anthony is out there with Nene, and it's Rivers, and it's Green.
Do they make you pay if you don't?
That's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard.
Glad he didn't steal that.
Rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Rockets trail by 20. Here's Paul. To the paint. Here's Anthony. A second chance effort. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Houston making some changes. Clint Capella comes in for Green, and it's James Harden in for Rivers. The Lakers also changing it up. JaVale McGee comes in for Lance Stevenson, and Hart subbed in for Brandon Ingram. Down low. Got a piece of it. Stolen by McGee. To the inside, here's Kuzma, lays it up off the glass.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. James covering the 15-footer. The rebound by the Lakers. McGee's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Fields with the 3. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Harden surveying the D, and James picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. To the paint, here's Paul, and the layup's good off the glass. Paul's got 7 now in this quarter.
Paul can score in bunches and do it efficiently, so once he knows he's in that zone, that makes him all the more willing to do things himself.
And Hart has it in the corner. Fields against Paul. 6 to shoot. Fades. Again, Los Angeles.
And when James gets going, there's no stopping him. Just a dynamite scorer who feels he can get any shot he wants.
Over in the corner, Paul takes the 13-footer. McGee with the block. Paul against Fields. They get a hand on it, and McGee kicks to Fields. One-on-one fast break. Here's Rivers, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Paul against Fields. Launches it. The Lakers rebound. There's the pass to Hart. Goes back up. Fields' shot is good. And the Lakers lead by 21.
Boy, that's impressive. I mean, not often do you see shots like this find the net. Fortunately, the basket got in the way.
And entering the final countdown, Game 4 effectively decided here, guys. This is just a tremendous accomplishment for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
Boy, that was a terrific performance on offense. He was out of his mind. I mean, he scored in so many different ways tonight.
Here's Chandler and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Chandler's got 4 points this quarter.
Much love goes his way. I mean, he refused to give up on the glass. Nice to see him rewarded because of his hustle.
Knight taking his time here. Feeds to Nene. And Nene slams it in.
That sucker, dude.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Well, hopefully they can ride this momentum into the next game because this one is done. Over. Fine.
Fields with the 3. He doesn't hit that one. And the Rockets took it the other way. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. A shot by Knight, no good.
Whoa.
Good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Chandler's shot, good.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
And, Greg, you know how hard it is to win on the road, but they seem to have this one firmly in control and have been very impressive today.
Knight, that's a 2-pointer. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You could see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag this series out. They want to get this thing over with.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Congratulations. Defense, the catalyst for this win. Did you think it would take this kind of effort to get the job done?
No, you know, I really wasn't concentrating on any one thing coming into the game. But Coach did talk a lot about working together as a unit at the defensive end. And, I mean, maybe I gave a spark, but trust me, everybody was in on that act.
You guys look like you were on a string tonight defensively. Really looking good. Congrats. Kevin?
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.
I stop. Damn, dude, you can get fades. What? What? You can color the tips, isn't it? What? So for me to max out this character, dude, like this, my dude on EA 2K, 186,500. Right? It adds. In the store. 20 bucks will get you 75,000. That's some asshole shit. $49.99 will get you 200,000. So I'd have to buy that one. Yeah, some asshole shit. Or quit your job. Because I mean, I just played a game and I got some VC. Had enough to, you know, get one little block of field. But I mean, you would literally have to. I'll probably be 2021 before I get this dude built up. Pay $50. The game twice. That's why I want to be having those viral videos of the girlfriend turning off, you know, erasing his shit. Shit matters. I come in fucking Madden because Madden shit is open, like it's fun, like not that long shot shit. But the franchise on that shit, you can be like, you can pick to be the coach or a specific player or creative player or all kinds of different kind of ways to play. Super innovative. This shit is still stuck in its ways. Hustle.